So some channels go faster than others. So some people get to see the pre-show.
Right? Yeah. Only the real hardcore enthusiasts.
There you go. And we're live, playing us in.
We're doing it live. Hit it.
It's nice to have the buttons again. Here we go.
Welcome to Earl and the Idiot, the show that gives you the answers you need to take your business to the next level. With Earl Flormata, one of Vancouver's most sought-after business and marketing consultants, author of Business Engine Optimization, consultant to over 60 successful businesses, an all-around evil marketing genius with a combined total of more than $70 million worth of sales to his credit. And some idiot. Okay, here we go.
Here we go indeed.
I love that intro.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Like I forgot where all the buttons were and everything went all missing. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah. Well, we rather cleverly said we're going to switch till mornings and then managed to forget about it for 2 weeks in a row. And then
yeah.
one of us wasn't available for 1 week. And then has it been 3 weeks? Is that right?
Yeah. And plus minus an appendix and we're
Oh,
back. Right.
you had an appendix removed at that time.
Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't let me keep it though. I asked them, can I
Oh,
keep it in
yeah.
a jar? And they're like, no. We have to chop it up and dissect it and send it to a lab. And then the anesthesia guy made a joke and said, and then it goes to the kitchen. And so
That's his big gag. Waka waka.
yeah,
He, how many times do you think he's told that joke before?
1,000 because he told it like super dry, right?
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
but that's
I
probably just his
yeah,
style, dry humor.
I I looked into this because my girlfriend's uncle had a part of his leg removed, and I was really curious. I was like, can we keep it? What are we doing? And there's different rules in different areas. There's some, I think some parts of the states, it's like they have to give it back to you if you ask. It's like legally yours. Some places you're like legally not allowed to have it. Some places have burial plots for them.
For your organ that they took out.
Yeah, I guess there's certain religious requirements of being buried in the ground. So some people don't like to have parts of their limbs removed or whatever. So they actually
No, that makes
have
sense. That
plots you
makes
can get to
sense.
bury them.
So if it's a religious thing and you have to be buried, I guess all of you has to be buried, including the
Right?
appendix. So
You don't want to show up in the afterlife with no leg.
right, that's true.
Everyone's running through the green fields, and you're like, "Come on,
Yeah,
guys, wait!"
yeah. Wait for me. Wait for me.
So I guess I'm sure that our loyal viewers are wanting a health update from Earl. And we
Well,
minus an appendix.
I'm
That's
like I said,
good, I
I'm
guess.
still in one piece minus the appendix, so I'm
You're not in
more.
one piece though. You're missing part of you.
Well, yeah. So medically more aerodynamic there.
There you go.
Even though it's
Okay,
on the
but
inside, that's okay.
yeah, but doing good.
I am doing good. Still on a couple painkillers, but and still stitched together, so I can't laugh
Mhm.
too hard, otherwise I might blow up. But yeah. Otherwise okay.
You're off the crutches now, right?
Off the crutches, single caning it everywhere I go. Still got three holes in me, so
Uh-huh.
uh, I got that weird fancy sticky tape stuff that just kind of holds you together, right? And so apparently it's
Oh
supposed to
yeah.
fall off after a couple weeks. So it is
Okay.
week one and a half, two, something like that. So it's still there. So
Do they do they at least look like bullet holes so you can tell people a good story?
I don't know yet. The thing is in front of it, so I can't see.
Hmm.
And I'm too scared to peel it. So it's like, well,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna let it sit there till it falls off, like they said it would.
best to
So
do what the doctor says. What kind of cane are you rocking? I'd be so into designer canes if I needed one, which I don't.
you've
But
seen it when we do martial arts in the park. It's that
yeah.
wooden brown cane with yeah. So it's just a wooden old brown cane, my dad's old cane.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. It's nothing that cool, right? Like
Hmm.
one of my friends threatened to get me a pimp cane, and I'm like, sweet, I'd
Yeah.
rock that.
I guess there's three options. There's one cane with a sword in it, obviously.
Yep,
The kind of dragon head that pulls out and it's a sword. That's
absolutely.
one. Two is like maybe not a full on, but like Gandalf staff, like the Gandalf the Gray staff, where it's like the sort
That
of
would be
twisted
dope.
wood,
I
right?
would rock one of those, 100%.
Yeah. And then, but the number one I think would be the Hammond cane from Jurassic Park with the mosquito and amber on the top,
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
right?
100%. Yeah.
As
Either
long as you go
that, or
back to the
I'm gonna rock the bottom with the tennis balls with the guy from Up, right?
yeah, that's a good look as well.
So,
All right. What's been happening in Earl's business world, the world of business for
oh,
Earl?
I gave you the three topics that came up in the previous week, and you have
Mhm.
selected the business community building one.
Yes. Hence the background. This is the business community. Everybody congratulating each other on having a good business,
I like it. Send in the clones.
right? Oh yeah, we should introduce the show because it's been 3 weeks. Probably everyone's forgotten. This is Earl and the Idiot, and as you heard from the intro, we have Earl here, Mr. Smarty Pants, business guy with all the answers, and I'm here to ask the stupid questions to find out the useful information. And what we do is as Earl was just saying, we pick. He tells me things he's encountered this week from talking to people or in his own business world, and I pick a topic out of what he's run into, and then we feed it into AI, and AI gives us our show outline, and then we just go through what AI says and we critique it. I make the fart jokes. Earl says intelligent things,
Sounds
and
good.
off we
I
go.
like our little 3-2-1 function. 3-2-1.
Yeah, three things to do, two things not to do, and one thing to really knock it out of the park. The red hot tip.
And to make things spicy, we don't read them beforehand. So I have no idea what the hell the AI is going to say.
Exactly. Yeah, I may be way off. So the topic for today, this is what we inputted into the inputotron. Have you heard about prompt injection attacks? The new thing.
Yep, I've seen those.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Where hackers is it even hacking at that point? Whatever, hackers stick a prompt into your AI that, like, you have a customer service AI and they do things to it that cause it to divulge all the customers' personal
Data.
information or
Yeah.
something.
Yep. Yep. So that's really a thing. It's a spin on the good old SQL injection attacks.
That's
So
before my time.
I used to be in computer security way back when. And
Yeah,
it was so I started out as a hacker as a child, and then I switched sides because they recruited me, and then I
yeah.
kept all the hackers out, and then I left that level of tech after enough stress.
Hmm. And so they used to do like a database command or something that
Well,
would also
yeah,
get
because
things to
you
far
could
better
throw a
situation.
database command into like a URL or like a like an input form, and if you didn't protect against it, it would just waltz you right in. And the prompt injection attacks are basically the same kind of idea, just like a new age version of it.
Nice. Well, new frontiers of security opening up. All right, here we go. It's time for another Earl and the Idiot Show. Today's topic is business community building to grow your local service business. Give me three things to do, two things to avoid, one handout tip to build businesses via community building. So let's start by just explaining what we mean by community building for a local business.
There's a couple of ways to grow your business, right? Like, I mean, you can run ads, right? You can throw some ads on Facebook and hope people see them and then click on them and then, send you business, right?
Hmm,
You can join a preordained group that already exists, like a BNI group, it's a networking group, or they meet every week or whatever, and then they trade leads. So that's one way. That's another way to do it. A different way to do it is through, joining like the board of trade or chamber of commerce locally in your sector.
all right.
Um,
Well, I mean, we're getting into all those specifics, but just conceptually, the idea is
but
being
sorry,
active in your
I was
environment.
just getting there. So
Yeah.
the last way and a fun way is to build your own group. And
Okay.
so that's what the community building is. If you build your own group, you get the benefits of one, having the group, but two, being the leader, right?
Mm.
So,
Okay. I
and
guess I was thinking of like joining the board of trade as being part of building the community.
it could be, but it's not your community, right?
Right.
You're joining another community, but the way I like to do it is to build my own. And when you
Mhm.
build your own, you're captain of the boat, right? So,
All
and
right. See, this is why I asked the stupid questions. I
no,
did
all
not
good. I
understand.
mean, that's I'm not saying don't join the board of trade or
Yeah.
join the chamber. Like, do that, but make your own too, so that way you are the captain of the cool kids club,
Mhm.
right?
And then you get to kick out the people you don't want in, like those jerk bullies.
Yeah, exactly.
Just realized the camera is smoothing my I noticed I developed a little crease right
A
here. I
wrinkle?
guess from going
Oh,
like
there
this
you
all
go.
the time,
Yeah.
right? But it's permanent. But it's
Is that your thinky
right
face,
here.
or
What? What's that?
is that your thinky face, the squint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking? It's just looking at the world. And going, what is
Yeah.
going on here?
Yeah.
But I noticed, look, right here, it's like all smooth and nice. So I just move in a little bit, and there it
There you
is.
go. Oh, well, as you get closer, it goes back.
Right. All right. This is the kind of quality content you can
The,
expect on
the
our
the
little.
tangents that we go on are excellent,
Yeah.
of the highest quality.
All right. So, first thing to do in terms of community building to grow your local business, number one, build the campfire, not the flyer. That's not a great dichotomy. Just
Or-
linguistically, right? Build the campfire, not the spark would be, I think, more like
yeah, maybe.
a proper phrasing of that. Those two things aren't opposed, campfires and flyers. So
No.
that's strike one, ChatGPT. All right. But what it means is bad move. Come to my event so I can sell you something. Good move. Build a recurring space people want to belong to. Community is not a one off event, it's rhythm, weekly coffee, monthly mastermind, Earl. Um, Quarterly big event, consistent WhatsApp, Slack touch point. You don't need 500 people, you need 12 committed ones who show up. Repetition builds trust, trust builds referrals, referrals build empires. Ask me how I know BEO didn't grow from ads, it grew from Tuesdays. It knows all about you.
It does. That's kind of creepy, actually. I didn't know about that last line. I'm like, wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
So, and yeah, it does grow from Tuesday. Anyway, so I agree with the structure. So where it says bad move, come to my event so I can sell you something, good move, build a recurring space. Yeah, what most people fail to understand is that networking isn't there to sell the guy in front of you. It's to sell the guy's network,
Hmm.
right? That's a much more powerful position. Because if you do the song and dance and then you go, hey, what about my stuff? And they say no, well, the game is over, right? But if you show them who you are, what you're about, da 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 da, da, and then ask them, hey, who do you know that might want to buy this stuff? You just open yourself up to, 300 potential referrals because every person knows at least 300 people. So
Right.
that's the way to play the game. So definitely build a recurring space, be the good guy, be the person that everyone looks up to, and then the business just happens,
Yeah.
right? So if
So
you're trying to
what
force
sort
it,
of things? What sort of things are? What does it mean when it says recurring space? Like, yeah, obviously you have a business event that's like, come here and hear about my real estate business.
well,
Not a ton of people are going
repetition
to show up. They're not going to
repetition
show up
builds
next week
trust,
either.
right? So a really damn good example that we used to do, we just don't do anymore because the space facility doesn't work out, is
Hmm.
we used to run networking events on a yacht. Remember those?
I
Right?
love those.
And
I
and
miss
like
those.
200 people would show up and the boat wouldn't move. So it was
Hmm.
cheap to put it together because we didn't have to pay for gas for the boat because that thing drinks
Right.
gas like nothing. But
Yeah.
but yeah, so we literally partied on a boat. 200 people showed up. It was cheap, like $5 or $10 a ticket. So everybody came and you had that thing, and we did that once a month. And so it was a recurring event. There was no structure to it. It was just free form networking. And everybody went to the front of the boat, the back of the boat, the second deck on top, or whatever else, and then just kind of did their thing. And people just milled about the boat and had a good time. And so that was a recurring event where people had a good time. And because, George and I ran it, since we were the quote unquote captains of the cool kids club, everybody
Hmm.
came to say hi, everybody came to say bye on their way out. And so just through that structure alone, we got a lot of business, right?
Hmm.
So notice how there was no Earl speech or George speech or whatever speech. The only speeches that we did do was the draw for prizes. So some
Yeah.
people would donate a prize, and then we'd gather everyone on the bottom, pull out the microphone, and then draw a business card and say, "Well, you get a bottle of wine or whatever." So that was the entire thing, and the entire thing was free form, which was what kind of made it beautiful, right? So there you go. So that's an
Yeah. And
example of a recurring event.
yeah, it became definitely the place to be amongst a certain percentage of the business community.
Well, it was neat because even though we ran it for, oh my God, like 2 years, I think 2 or 3 years,
So,
it went on for a good while, and like there was always maybe about 30%, 40% new people. Because then someone's never heard of it. They're like, wait, you get to do a networking event on a yacht? I'm in.
mhm.
$10. Holy crap. And that's how it just spread, right?
Right.
So there you go.
And then yeah, and I never felt like I was being pitched anything.
No, you weren't. I mean,
Mhm.
there was a couple like vendor sponsors that had a little table set up, but you approached them. It's not like they're going to shuffle their table to you, right? So,
Right.
so yeah, you had to, they were kind of stationary and you went to them. So yeah, that worked out pretty well.
Just get straps like those suspenders, for your table, like they
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
when they sell the cigarettes at the old
It's like
movie
the one
theaters and
man
stuff.
band, right?
Yeah, right. Um, what other sorts of things might be workable for other people? Like not even necessarily a specific networking event, but like you could host some kind of educational thing or
You
like,
can host the educational thing, but the problem was even with the educational thing, that is not a consistent structure if you want like actual networking, right? Like
Mhm.
I host a consistent thing, like they made fun of my Tuesday thing. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
the BO is built by Tuesdays. That's
Why don't you tell everybody what it means by BEO was built by Tuesdays?
so every Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, I teach how to find an extra $100,000 in your business. And I came up with just the basics, just 13 different ways to do it over and over and over again.
Mhm.
And um we repeat them because nobody does all of the basics, myself included, right? Even though I'm the one teaching the damn thing, I
Yeah.
watch the course afterwards and go, crap, didn't do that for business number seven. So
Mhm.
yeah, and so no one ever does all of the basics, right? Like just recently, I ran into a $10 million company that doesn't have any upsells, downsells, or cross sells. I'm like, excuse me, how'd you get the 10
Mhm.
million with one SKU, right? And like that's impressive, right? So,
Yeah.
but if you sold a bunch of other stuff, just instantaneously you're at 20 million, right? It's just like you just double the size of the business by offering other crap you didn't have before, and
Mhm.
yeah, and that's kind of it. So yeah, but in terms of like what regular people can do, you know, just going back like it says here, it's rhythm weekly coffee. So if you just had like a weekly coffee huddle, you know, that would be magical. That would be
Mhm.
enough. Like a regular person can put on a weekly coffee huddle at your favorite coffee shop. You're going to go there anyways, right? If you
Yeah.
invite a bunch of other business owners anyway, then there you go. There's not much to do, and the coffee shop owner will love you because you keep sending them business.
Mhm. Radio. Okay. Good. And then yeah, if you create it, you get to be the mayor of Cool Town.
Yep.
Nice. All right. This one really sounds like you. Be the connector, not the pitcher.
Hmm.
Your power is not your service. Your power is being the person who knows everyone. Someone says, I need an accountant. You say, I've got two. What's your vibe? Definitely sounds like you. When someone says, I need a printer, you say, cool, budget or bougie.
I love it.
That's a better dichotomy. Budget or bougie. It's bougie.
Bougie.
Uh, when you make 50 introductions with zero expectation, you become indispensable. Community builders don't chase deals, they become the deal flow.
Yeah. So that is a definite good tip, and I
Yeah.
have profited well from that. So,
Mhm.
I mean, hell, just the two of us, right? Like, how much business have I just sent your way just because? I'm like, well, we talk, we're buddies. You do a good job. And every time someone says, "Hey, I need a website," the first word that comes out of my mouth is, "I got a guy. His name is Dan. Here, watch this." Right? And so, like, being the connector, not the pitcher, it's so much more powerful when someone pitches you and you're not pitching yourself. Because think about it.
Mhm.
Imagine, someone on stage saying, "Look how great I am," versus somebody going saying, "Hey, this guy is amazing." You know, the
Right.
vibe, the feeling, the guard is down, right? You're not
Mhm.
watching someone pitch, you're watching someone pitch on their behalf. So that's
I
very interesting.
believe they call that social proof.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Actually, it's funny.
Yeah.
Uh, another buddy told me about an event he attended on Valentine's Day,
Mhm.
and it was pitch your buddy.
Oh,
So
nice.
you weren't allowed to pitch yourself. Your buddy had to pitch you on a speed dating thing, and I'm like, that's hilarious. Like, wait, someone else? So you're not allowed to say stuff? Yeah, yeah, they have to
Mhm.
say stuff on your behalf. I'm like, better hope your buddy likes you.
Yeah. Better hope you've earned your actual a good reputation.
Yeah, no kidding.
You look over and your buddy's like,
Not that one. Not that one.
yes.
You're not getting any dates.
I like
So
that. Yeah. I like that. It breaks up everybody's, kind of circuitry. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm here to pitch
100%.
myself. Oh, no, wait, I am forbidden from pitching myself. What am I supposed to do?
That's kind of hilarious. You know what? That gives me a fantastic freaking idea. If we
Oh
run
yeah.
one of these networking events, you're not allowed to pitch yourself. You're supposed to find someone, learn them, learn their pitch, and then pitch them. So, oh, that would be hilarious. That would be a great game.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking, and then it's like you have to go around and be like, "Oh, there's a great web designer over there. He's
Yeah, yeah.
check him out."
Over
But
yonder.
then
Web. Yeah.
you'd have to let everyone pitch themselves first, so everyone learns everyone's pitch to
No,
go.
no, no. The game would be find somebody. They are now your buddy.
Okay,
Now
yeah.
your networking buddy. Do you have your networking buddy? Yes.
Hmm.
And then you have to learn them, learn their pitch, and then pitch them on behalf of them. That would be so much fun.
That'd be fun. I like that a shake up thing.
Alrighty.
Next one is you have to pitch yourself, but you can't speak. You have to do it all with mime.
Interpretive dance pitch.
Yeah. But let me ask this: with being a connector on the pitcher, now it seems like people are going to enter into networking being like, oh well, I'm trying to get customers.
Yeah, that's the wrong way to
This,
do it. That's the
this seems
absolute
like
wrong
you're
way to do it.
right. But so this, how does this achieve that goal, or does it achieve a different goal? Like, do you?
No, it 100% makes money. 100% makes
Okay.
money. So
But
I
is it
did
just
this.
money from the like getting referral fees or
No, no,
okay?
actually, it's hilarious. So I used to do this back in my early career. So I would network and get to know everybody, and because I knew everybody who walked in the door, when people they brought up, hey, I need a painter, I need a house cleaner, I need a whatever, right? We're
Mhm.
looking to get a mortgage on a new place. Oh, I know a guy, right? And because I knew everybody, I would say, oh yeah, let me introduce you to so and so, and I drag them across the room, introduce them to so and so, and I would just do that the entire time and never pitch myself ever, right? Uh,
Mhm.
so what do you do? Oh, I'm just a marketing guy. Oh, I'm just a finance guy. Don't worry about it, right? And then what
Right.
happens is that as you introduce people to each other, they start having a great conversation, and they're like, "What's the analogy I want to give?" When someone gives you a super awesome cheesecake recipe, and you make the cheesecake and it's the best damn thing you've ever eaten, do you
Mhm.
thank the person who's given you the recipe, or do you thank the author of the recipe?
Right. You think the person who passed it on to you.
Yeah, you thank the messenger. And so that concept, that simple concept alone, right? I did that for years and years. And because I kept on connecting people, all of a sudden they asked the question, hey, what do you do? Right? Can we send you some business? And I'm like, sure. Right. And then you pitch. And when you pitch in that fashion, they're really listening because the number one sales emotion is reciprocity. So you did them a solid. You made a really great introduction. They're happy with you. Both parties are happy with you. And now they're fighting to give you business. And that's a huge difference, right? That's a very different standpoint than, hi, I'm so and so at the networking event, want to buy my shit. And it's such a weaker position for that way. So
Mhm.
it's a position of strength when you connect people and people are beholden to you.
I love it when doing the right thing works out better. You know what I mean?
That's the one thing. So BNI has this saying that givers gain, givers
Mhm.
gain. So I've always liked that saying, givers gain.
Nice. All right. Number three. Interesting. This is just to reorient everyone. This is for building your business community for your local business. Number three, give the micro win in public. What does this mean?
I don't
If you
know.
want your local service business to grow, solve small problems loudly. 10-minute audit at an event, quick positioning fix in a mastermind, spot a profit leak in conversation. Not a full consulting session, just enough to demonstrate depth. People don't hire potential, they hire proof. Let them experience 2% of your brain. They'll pay for the other 98%. Okay.
I disagree with this. I
All right.
disagree with this, and it's not in the function, but the percentage.
Hmm.
So I actually give away 90% of the stuff I produce,
Yeah.
right? So I like the idea. You solve problems loudly, but what I do is I give away 90% of what I produce. And And it's the other way around. I get paid very handsomely for the 10%, right? And
Hmm.
so, because most people only give a little, right? And then when you deal with me, you get this fire hose of information. You're like, holy crap! If this is what you do for free, what the hell do you sell, right?
Right.
And I'm like, there's only one way to find out.
Joke's on you. It's
And
only 10% more.
and the thing is that 10% more that you give in the paid sessions is really what seals the deal and gets them across that finish line, right? Um, so I like it. 10-minute audit an event, excellent. Quick positioning, fixing a mastermind, do that all the time. Spot a
Hmm.
profit leaking conversation, do that all the time. And I do this, live in front of like the group. That's what the Tuesdays are for. People ask me, "Hey, or can I take you out for lunch and pick your brain?" The answer is no. Come to Tuesday, it's free, right? And do that, and then that way I can serve more people at once. So that's the structure. Give the micro wins in public, absolutely. So
Yeah.
this one person was selling this just jewelry set, and funny enough, it was really small, right? So it could actually fit on dogs. And then what I did was I said, shift your sales and start making dog jewelry. And they did. And they hit like $1 million. And I'm like, told you.
Wow.
Because the pet owners who don't have children, that is their baby. That is their fur baby. So they're gonna
Yeah.
buy that damn thing jewelry and you're going to sell it to them, right? So as long as you do it right, like another guy was selling like dog tags, right?
Hmm.
And what we did was we re-engineered it, calling it dog passports, right? And because we sold them as dog passports, if you don't, if you love your dog, get your dog a passport. And it had their, it's the dog tag with the dog's name and the owner and the phone number and whatever. Yeah, great. And like a tracking chip, it wasn't anything new. It was just the fact that, we positioned it as the dog passport. All of a sudden, everybody
Right.
wanted one. And then that guy hit $1 million. And so like it's always that micro win, right? That and people are like, what the hell? Dog passport, dog jewelry?
Hmm.
And they hit $1 million. Yeah, right. Like it's just that tiny little shift in that thing. And I did those publicly, right? So in front of a bunch of people. So when someone says, "Hey, who gave you the idea to do the thing?" It was always like, "Well, that Earl guy did," right? And then whether or not they become a client for me doesn't matter. They're always so happy about it that they end up giving me like a testimonial or whatever on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
And everyone goes, how do you get so many of these testimonials? Well, I do the micro win in public, right? And because I did them a solid, they're like, hey, that was amazing. Whether they become my client or not, they're happy to give me that testimonial. And then when someone looks you up and they do their due diligence, they're like, holy crap, like you got like 100+ testimonials. How did you do that? I just help people, right? Whether they pay me or not, I'm going to help them. And then if they do pay me, I help them more, right? So,
Yeah.
so
I
yeah,
always, yeah,
that's the
I
trick.
always say my way of pitching is I explain it. Well, I explain what I do to them enough to the point where they can go away and do it.
Right.
I always make
And
it
then they
my
don't
goal.
want to do it because they're like,
They
this
don't
is,
want to do it.
yeah.
And also, just to digress lately, I think that's why AI is not going to be as much of a job stealer as people think it is,
Hmm.
because you can explain to them, oh, you just go to AI and you do this and tell AI this and get it to print out this and copy it into the bot. They still don't want to do it.
No, nobody wants
They're
to
like, yeah,
do it.
well, can you just do that for me? Right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're doing right now. We're making these uh, AI cuts to videos and creating AI content. And it's like people still don't want to do the work, even though
People don't
AI is
want to
doing the
do it.
work.
Yeah, they still hire us to get it done, right? Like,
Someone
I
still
mean,
needs to.
like look, there's people who know how to cut grass. You just push them over, right? But then they hired a lawn mowing guy because they don't want to do it, right? So it's still a thing.
Yep. Even if the guy shows up with a remote controlled uh, or a Roomba lawn cutter,
I
they
kind of
still
want
don't want to
one.
do it. All right, here we are. So this is two things to avoid when trying to build a business community to support your
Hmm.
local business. Number one thing to avoid, big X. There's a what's the name of that? The not sign, like no smoking. Is there a name for that symbol?
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask it ChatGPT.
Yeah.
There's one of those, and then there's also an X. Don't build a business card graveyard. You know the events, warm white wine, awkward name tags, everyone saying, so what do you do? Like robots. If your event feels transactional, you're building friction, not community. Make it themed, make it structured, make it interactive. No one remembers small talk. Everyone remembers participation. Yeah, I'll remember axe throwing. Wow.
Yeah, 100%. Like, hey, want to do some networking and axe throwing? It's like, excuse me, what? Right? So, that's why those things stand out. On our regular events, when we do like a networking event, we so I definitely agree with this. Make it memorable and stand out. Our go-to activity is business bingo, and we have a bingo card with a bunch of just random cool life experience on it, right? Like, find someone in the room who's written a book. Find someone who's in the room who's given a TED Talk. Find someone in the room who's been on TV. Find someone in the room who has a pet. And when you have all these things, you're forced to meet people, and the winner gets a draw into the next event for a free ticket, and it's a fun thing. Like playing bingo is fun, right? So and you're sitting there going, okay, wait. So you're getting to know people, and you have to ask them these weird questions, like, hey, have you ever written a book? Right? And it's just like, they get to know each other, and then that's a conversation starter, and the level of conversations that branch out of that become fun.
Mhm.
So, as opposed to, like you said, the robotic, so what do you
Yeah,
do?
these are robot guys right here.
Yeah.
They're like, hi, what do you do? What do you do? Hi, what do you do?
So, and
Um,
don't just collect the business cards either. Don't, because you'll never follow up with them unless you have a system.
yeah, we could do a whole other episode on how to actually follow up with your connections.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
All right, number two thing to avoid: don't make it about you. But there's an X, so it's like don't not make it about you. So make it
Right.
about
Double negative.
this is where most local service businesses blow it. They start a community, and every second meeting becomes, let me tell you about my new offer. It's not
Hmm.
leadership, that's insecurity in a blazer. Um, yeah, people are starting to get annoyed with ChatGPT or with AI always saying, that's not blah, it's blah. Do you hear that, ChatGPT? Are you
Yeah.
listening?
Yeah.
Your offers should emerge organically from authority, not be shoved down throats like lukewarm Costco samples. I like lukewarm Costco samples. Thank you.
That's a whole event unto itself. Going to Costco, you're hungry, then you go to Costco, then you're not hungry, right? And then you eat
Right,
the
right.
$2 hot dog, and then you're really full.
I love
Um,
going to Costco.
yeah,
$2 hot dog, get wrecked. It's $1.50 with a drink. Thank you.
with a drink. Um, so yeah, this is that thing where you were saying, like, you can make an educational thing. Most people flub that because their quote unquote educational thing is me, 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 me. And it's just
Yeah.
like, don't do it like that. Like, teach them legitimately about the thing, but don't always make like that piece like a mandatory part. Shift it up a little bit, right?
Mhm.
Um, again, this is why I said make your own community. So, because when you make your own community, everybody's coming to you as the source, right? As the
Yeah.
main pillar. So if you make it about everybody else, everybody tries to help you just because, and those are the ones that are the good people, right? So
Mhm.
you help everybody else, they all want to help you. You don't pitch a damn thing, right? And
Yeah.
you still make the most money from the network because everyone's trying to help you.
Nice. We have to
So,
pause the show here. Hold on.
oh,
Important announcement.
oh,
We have a comment.
oh, we have a comment. All right, excellent.
Yes.
What's the
Nellie
comment?
Smith, someone named Nellie Smith
All right.
says, hi, Earl. How are you?
I am almost in one piece.
Right. Yeah.
Minus
You're like, you're,
appendix.
you're in like a 98% piece.
Right.
Not you're 98% one piece. We have to work out what percent
An
of
appendix is?
an appendix is.
That'd be a weird question to ask ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, like,
Mhm.
like, I've just had my appendix removed. How much percentage of my
Mhm.
body is missing?
Right. Do you ever hear that there's that kid who was like weighing himself as he grew up, and he said, as soon as they hit 100, as soon as they hit 99 pounds, I
Yes.
want to eat a pound of burritos so I can say I'm 1% burrito.
Yeah, I love that. That's amazing.
That's hashtag goals right there. I have to
Absolutely.
eat a lot more than 1 pound of burritos to be 1% burrito right now.
1% burrito. I'd have to eat 1.8 pounds of burrito. Like, that's not too bad.
Hmm.
That's
You're
not too
down a
bad.
bit, eh? You were over 200 before, weren't you?
So yeah, I'm 180 now. So yeah,
Guess all this chopping off body parts is reducing the
that was
reducing
one
the
heavy
numbers.
appendix. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
All right.
So no, no.
I won't tell you how many pounds I'd have to eat burritos. It's more than 1.8. All right. Here's what ChatGPT says is a red hot tip for building business community. Own the container, not the content.
So we've been saying the whole time.
Right? Yes. This feels a little bit like ChatGPT is trying to just say the same thing 6 different ways. Bless
Yeah.
its heart. On the container, not the content. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. Check on it. You need to set the agenda, facilitate the discussion, protect the vibe. I like that. Someone needs
Yeah.
to protect the vibe, keep the rhythm consistent. The person who controls the container, controls the culture, controls the referrals, controls the opportunity, build the room. Missing an S there, Chat GPT. The room. Oh, it's another thought. Build the room builds you.
I like that.
Okay.
That structure, because like we've been saying it the whole time. If you, yeah, you know, build the room builds you. That summarizes it pretty damn good. It was
Right.
pretty funny. We used to invite people via text message to our events,
Mm-hmm.
and if we didn't like you, we would just take you off the text message roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we send the text message out late, right? And they're like, "Oh my God, I didn't get the text message. Did I get voted off the island?" Right? And
Yeah.
and yeah, people would freak out. It's like, no, no, we just didn't confirm the location yet. And then they'd be like, "Oh, phew, thank God."
Mm-hmm.
And they were so used to being part of the culture, the community, the everything that they were fearing being left out. So that was actually pretty cool, right? So setting that up was fun. So yeah, setting the agenda in a lot of the cases when we did the freeform networking, there was no agenda. In the cases where we do structured networking, which is the B&M culture,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's fun bingo games, right? Or whatever, axe throwing or whatnot, right? So that was always more interesting. And then facilitating the discussion, like I said, if you connect people, they will owe you one, right? And when a
Mm-hmm.
million people owe you one, you know, business is coming. Business is coming. So,
Nice.
is it time?
I think it's time.
Here we go.
Hack of the week.
So, for the hack of the week, this one I'm going to tell you. So this one was taught to me by George, George
Mm-hmm.
Moen, and this was taught to him by another gentleman. I can't remember the guy's name now, but this was a structure of how you get a networking event to go viral. And the idea is to start small, just start, right? Even if it's just two people. So you and a buddy go to a bar for, a discussion around business and stuff. And then you just commit to everybody bringing one more person same time next week, right? So two become four, and it just cascades from there. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. In 5 rounds, you have more people than will fit in the restaurant, right? And it gets ridiculous very quickly. So um, just doing that is spiraling growth, right? And it's not going to be an exact science. Not everyone's going to bring one other person, but one guy will be really popular and bring 3 or 4. One guy won't be
Yeah.
so popular and bring 0 just himself. But it'll add up, it'll add up to that, that cascading huge thing. And if you're the mastermind at the top of the heap, like you're the host, everyone's going to pay their respects to the host, right? They're going to say hello, goodbye, and everyone sees that. And then in that real social proof that happens, business is made.
Beautiful.
So there's your hack of the
Simple
week.
and to the point.
Just double, 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 right? Just everybody come back, same bat time, same bat place.
Nice. Speaking of coming back to the same bad time and the same bad place, this is our new time for the show.
Yeah.
Let's see how it does. If people like it better, you can tell us in the comments if you like it better or you don't.
Well, we
Uh,
got a live comment because someone was actually watching while we were
yeah,
producing the show, as opposed to like
which
the
is good.
afternoon where we don't get so many live comments. We get the comments after the fact.
Let's see if there's any response to your response.
Yeah, we'll
Nope,
see.
nope, nothing yet.
Nothing yet. All right. Cool.
But
Well,
we're here now, and I enjoy it. I like getting it done
yeah, definitely.
out of the way. And I don't know. Any closing words? Any final thoughts for the people out there?
Momentum loves speed, right? That's why that start small, just start. So, um, when you make that movement, like the hardest thing to move is a stationary object, right? So if you've not gotten it going and you're waiting for it to be perfect and you're waiting for the sun to shine and you're waiting for the clouds to open up and you're waiting for, the perfect moment to get it going, it's never going to happen, right? Like maybe the perfect moment happens and you're not ready or something, whatever. Just get moving, and then the momentum of it moving will motivate you to keep it moving because you already exerted the effort to get there. So, something I used to do before trying to lose the weight, and it was just get to the gym and do two push-ups. And if I do two push-ups,
Mhm.
I've hit my commitment. I'm done. I can go home. So I get to the gym, do two push-ups, and go, well, what a waste. Right?
All right.
So I'm already here. Like the funny thing is laziness kicks in. It's like, well, I'm already might as well. Right. And then you do the whole workout, you're exhausted. You go home, you go, I did it. Right. The same thing for 2 pages, right? If you want to get into reading again, commit to reading 2 pages. Who the hell reads 2 pages? You read 2 pages, you're like, well, damn it, I'm already here. Right. Might
Yeah.
as well read 10. Might as well read 30. Right. So getting started is the key to getting going. So just commit to the bare minimum and you'll always blow yourself out of the water because who the hell goes all the way to the gym just to do two push-ups and then go home, right?
Mhm.
You,
Yeah.
you won't, right? Who the hell finds the book, opens the book, finds the page you're on, reads 2 pages and gives up, right? Nobody,
Yeah.
right?
I found that in my writing that I'm like, oh, I don't want to write. I don't want to sit down and write. But if I like force myself or Chelsea forces me to start writing, then I'm like, oh, I just want to finish this one chapter. And you're like, you want to, you're
Uh,
once you, like I say, once it's the momentum gets going, you're good.
and that's it. The momentum swing once it's in your favor, keep it going, right? And it's easier to keep it going once it's going. But if it's stuck and it's stopped and nothing's happening, it's hard to make the moves.
Nice. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this finally restarted early morning Earl and the Idiot. And thank you, ChatGPT, for making it so much easier for us
Yeah.
to do the hard work. And of course,
And,
thank you, Earl, for all of your nuggets of wisdom
and
this
thank you,
week.
Dan, for being an amazing co-host. That's
Welcome as
awesome.
always.
So
Now play
when
us
we
out.
when we made the AI site, it just said Dan, co-host.
Yeah, I did say Dan, idiot. I said Dan, co-host. This ChatGPT wants to, or the yeah, wants to avoid insulting you. We'll have to reprogram it.
100%. All right, here we go. I'm playing this out.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Mhm.
Thanks for listening to Earl and the Idiot. We hope you learned something you can take action on this week. For more information or to contact the show, visit earlandtheidiot.com. And until next time, remember what Shakespeare said. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool.
Bye, everybody.
See you, everyone.